Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back on a Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to win every single game here in Season 9. I'm going to be talking about everything related specifically to Season 9 to help you guys win as many games as you possibly can. And before we get into the video, up on the screen I have the V-Bug giveaway winner from this week, and I really do appreciate all you guys who do enter my giveaway, and if you guys didn't win this week, I do give away V-Bucks every single week, so make sure you guys do enter the giveaway so you guys have a chance to win some free V-Bucks every single week. And to enter the giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, and as well subscribe to my second channel. I post a ton of really good content on there, so make sure you guys do subscribe, turn on my post notifications, and as well leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamertag, your PSN gamertag, or Epic account. And if you guys would like to support me as a creator in the item shop, all you have to do is go over to the item shop, go into the bottom right hand corner, support a creator, and type in my code. My code is YoungHumor. Type it in and you guys will have me support it as a creator. And alright guys, let's get to the video. Alright, so for the gameplay in the background, so during this game or halfway through the game, I actually posted on my second channel. For those of you guys who haven't subscribed to my second channel already, it's super good content. I posted a bunch of montages and stuff like that. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that channel. So I post a ton of good stuff. I upload every other day. So I was uploading that video, and so for this gameplay, it's basically, I recorded the second half of the game. I think I started recording at 8 kills, and I ended up dropping 19 in this game, so you guys are going to see me pick off about 11 more people. I absolutely went off for this game. Unfortunately, I couldn't capture the whole gameplay because I was posting on my other channel. But I really wanted to talk in this video a few things here in Season 9 that I think you guys should really consider, and it's just going to help you guys out a ton when it comes to winning a lot more games, winning more gunfights, just being a lot more consistent, everything overall. I just think these are really important things to talk about, and just some things in Season 9 that I noticed that needed to be said. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is going to be the SMGs. So as you guys know, they take out these suppressed SMGs, and so the SMGs in the game now, they have the tactical assault rifle, which is basically an SMG. It's kind of like that mid-range kind of a weapon. It's kind of weird. It's not close range, but it's not long range. It's kind of in the middle. And then you have the 4-round burst SMG. I think those are the only two still in the game. But either way, SMGs I feel like are absolutely terrible. I think you should completely stay away from SMGs. They're so bad, and something you shouldn't even have in your inventory. I never thought I would ever say that, because back in, pretty much all throughout Fortnite, pump SMG was the go-to combo. I would melt everyone with that weapon. The SMG was an absolute laser. I was just destroying every single person while using the SMG. Pump was really good, but since they took out that SMG, because they had it so where they had the suppressed SMG, they took it out. They added the non-suppressed SMG, which is a little bit weaker. It wasn't as good, and then they went back and they took out both of the SMG, so there wasn't the suppressed, and there's not the regular SMG. So the other ones they have in the game still are, like I said, the tactical assault rifle, that's pretty much an SMG, and then they have the 4-round burst, which really isn't that good. I guess you can get some melts if you hit every shot, but that goes with every single weapon. If you hit all your shots with every weapon, I mean, even if you have an AR close range, you hit your shots, you're going to absolutely shred the other player. So it's really not that good of a weapon. Maybe in the early game if you pick it up, it might be alright, but for the most part, it's just one of those weapons that's just not very good to use, and I'm going to explain exactly why. So in and of itself, the SMGs really aren't that bad. It's honestly a pretty good weapon in my opinion, but what makes it bad is the other weapons that can counter it. Pretty much the other weapons that you can use instead of that weapon that makes it so bad. And what I'm talking about is I'm really talking about the combat shotgun, because this weapon, a few updates ago, they made it very consistent, and one thing they did that you guys have to keep in mind is they did lower the spawn drop of it, so it's something to keep in mind. So you're going to find a lot more attacks in combat shotguns. So first off, of course, like I said, the combat shotgun is going to far outperform the tactical shotgun. So this is your go-to shotgun. You want to have this over attack any day of the week, because this is going to do a 70 damage and 50 damage from a good 20 to 30 feet, while the tactical shotgun doesn't really do that much damage at all. Maybe if you're really close to the other player, maybe you can hit for 80 damage, which is a little bit more than the combat shotgun, but it's really inconsistent, and you're going to be hitting for a lot of 20s and 30 damage shots unless you have a blue one. So chances are you're just better off using the combat shotgun. But you want to keep in mind what I just said about the combat shotguns a second ago, that the combat shotguns really do have a lot of range. You can hit a good 50 damage shot from 20 or 30 meters out, and you might even be able to hit for 70, headshots hit for 80 or 90 from that range. So with that being said, with the combat shotguns, SMGs are just pretty much useless at this point. They're not very good at all, and because one thing that it had an advantage on when it comes to the pump or anything like that is the SMG just did have a little bit more range. For me, I mainly used them point blank just to melt other players and just be really fast paced and everything like that. But the SMGs overall did have a lot more range than the shotguns, and that's what made it a huge part of that mid-range gunfight. But nowadays, since they took that out and they have pretty much a bunch of trash SMGs in the game that really aren't that strong, using that instead of a shotgun is just going to be a huge mistake from any sort of range, because the shotgun, like I said, 20-30 meters out, it's still going to be hitting for 50 or 60 damage, and using the other SMGs, you're going to have to hit for at least 3 shots at the very minimum just to compensate for the damage, which really isn't that worth it, especially from that range. It's just so much easier to shoot a shotgun shot than it is to hit 3 shots with your SMG. Then you have to think about time to pull it out, shoot the weapon, everything like that. So overall, it's just not a very good idea at all to use anything but a combat shotgun. So the ideal loadout is pretty much the one that I'm using right here. Is going to be the assault rifle, the combat shotgun, and the heavy sniper. Heavy sniper, just to break through walls, is something I like to use the most. Or you could even, swap that out with, smoke grenades, grenades, dynamite, anything like that. But overall, just an AR and a combat shotgun is going to do. You really don't need to use any other weapons really to win a ton of gunfights, and that's exactly what I was doing for the entirety of the game. I think I might have like 1 or 2 kills at the very beginning with the SMG, but it's right off the start of the game. And if you have just because the gray tack, I think any weapon in the game, almost every weapon in the game can outperform the gray tack most of the time. It's just super inconsistent, a very bad weapon to use, and it's just overall not very good. So an SMG might actually be able to outperform in those type of fights. But you can even use a tactical assault rifle, which is basically the SMG and a combat shotgun as well. So either AR and combat shotgun or tactical assault rifle and shotgun, those are your 2 combos that I say are going to be the best and something you guys should be using in Season 9. But of course, this is highly related to Season 9. It could change any season if they bring back SMGs, bring back the pump, anything like that. It really can change a lot of things. But I feel like even if they bring back the pump, the SMGs are still going to be a lot weaker, because even if the regular SMG, not even the regular SMG, the suppressed SMGs were still in the game, it still would be debatable just because of the range and the amount of damage that the combat shotgun can do. It's just really hard to compete with any other weapon in the game. So it's just overall just not very good to use any other weapon but the combat shotgun. So this weapon is going to be absolutely dominant, very consistent. It's just a little bit harder to find off spawn because they did nerf the drop rate a little bit. But going into the mid and late game, you're going to find one every single game, and you're going to absolutely go off with it. And also another thing that I noticed here in Season 9, well, they did add these slipstreams in, and you can actually use those to a major advantage when it comes to fighting other players. And what I mean by that, you see a ton of people, game after game, time after time, are people just flying around the slipstreams, flying up the slipstreams, everything like that, and people really don't take advantage. You can get a ton of shots on them when they're in the slipstream. A lot of you guys really don't think about that because you're mainly focused on chasing them or maybe just letting them be, but trust me, if you get like 3 tags on them, because if you see a guy running away in a slipstream, you don't want them to run away, you're trying to fight that player. Trust me, if they're in the slipstream trying to run away, you get like 2 or 3 tags in them with your assault rifle, they're going to hop out of the slipstream pretty quickly, and you're going to be put in a pretty good advantage because you're going to have a few tags in them to start off with, and on top of that, they're not going to be able to run away because they're going to be out of the slipstream. And even when they're going up in the slipstream, when they're going up to like the bigger structures, I'm not really sure exactly what they're called, but they're the structures near, they have one near Paradise Palms, and then there's also another one near Dusty Divot kind of in the middle. But a lot of people are really focused on just chasing other players, when instead you should be using that to your advantage when they're flying up it or trying to fly away, to just try to get as many tags on them as possible with your assault rifle. And trust me, this is something that I've been using so much, and it's just been so effective to use. I've been able to laser a ton of players, get a ton of knocks, ton of eliminations, and just instead of trying to chase the other player, I just try to go for shots instead when they're trying to run away or trying to fly up the slipstream. And also another really good tip for those of you guys who are trying to fight people in the slipstream, you know, the little rings that kind of go around it, you can actually just fly up and land on top of it, and the second you land on top of it, the other player that you're following is not going to be that far in front of you, and you're going to be able just to laser them pretty easily. So the other guy is going to be trying to fly away, you hop on top of the ring, it's going to let you land, and you're going to be able to get shots off from there. You're going to get 2 or 3 tags, you're going to hop off, and it's going to be an easy chase from there. So that's what I would highly recommend doing, and how to approach people who are using the slipstream to try to run away, or maybe you catch them in the slipstream passing by. Just try to go for as many shots at them as possible instead of following them all the time. I guarantee you're going to be getting a lot more kills, knocks, eliminations, and just tags off in general. And with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. And if you guys could, make sure you do drop a like in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.